All right, so I just picked up this 48-inch blower for the FF. Also got the PTO kit. I already installed it now, but I will show that clip in a second. So you'll need the PTO, Front PTO Kit, and then you can run and operate this. So grabbed all the necessary hardware that I'm missing really quickly. Let's go over that. Hi, I'm Alex, and welcome back to another vlog day. All right, so you're gonna need these kind of pins, not one that goes all the way. So these are 5/8, and then it's 3 inches long. You'll need two, one for each side. And then we don't figure this out until later in the video, but this actually slides. So look at that. We got it for sliding really nice, but this slides in and out. So it slides in, engages with your front PTO, and then slides out of the way to disengage your PTO, so you can take it on and off. So you're definitely going to need two clips on either side to make sure it doesn't just fall out, and then when it is all the way in, you have spots to put them there so it doesn't back out, so it stays engaged. So you need two clips there, and then here you're going to need a 1/2 inch by 1.5. This is currently 2 inches. I'm going to cut off 1/2 inch here, but you'll need a cotter pin, again a 1/2 inch by 1.5. Then you're going to need a chain to your spring here. So I just picked up a local chain and a clip to hold that in there, and then that's about it. Then you do have this, which clicks in here. This rod raises and lowers your blower. You're going to need another 1/2 inch by 1.5 cotter there. So, or yeah, cotter pin there. So cotter pin, sorry, clevis pin. Clevis pin, you're gonna need two of those, and then you'll need two 5/8 with that. You can always use bolts or whatever you want, but the manual shows that, so I use that. So that's what you're gonna need. And then on the PTO, front PTO kit, you will, if you have your cover, remove your cover, and then you'll do the operations of putting the belt on there. Slides in and uses those two. So I'm curious, let's say you only have this one machine and you have the blower and the plow. I'm curious if you can run the plow with the front PTO kit. So I will update you then. I think you can. I really do think you can. So I'm gonna try that out real quick. So, but you would have to change your rods, but you don't have to take your front PTO off, which would be awesome. So I think you can run the plow, so you can switch between the two. So if you get a couple inches of snow, you can throw the plow on. If you get a foot or two, or maybe just 8 inches or so, you can just throw the blower on and do that. So really cool. So I'm gonna test that out real quick. But yeah, this is buying and installing a 48-inch snow blower for the FF. Also, quick side note, I do not have the rod holder for the chute change left and right. So I'm going to be making one of those up, but that will be later. I'm going to replicate the plow bracket on this side. I pretty much do the same thing, but I think I'm going to angle out to like here and then much higher. And I would like the chute change to be on this side because you have the lift and lower, but Corbin was here and he said that it shouldn't matter. You should be changing the direction once and then just doing left and right later. So yeah, not a big deal, but I will be making that up. I do not have it. The one that did come with it would have clicked into your front hangers right there, and it would have came out to here, and you could have changed it. So did not have that, but that's okay. I'm sure those are hard to find anyway. So just having the blower, I'm happy enough. So and to have it running and operating is awesome. So you'll see that clip. But yeah, really cool. But yeah, make sure that's slid in, because if it slid out, you will not be able to put it on. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm glad Corbin saw that. He noticed that and I didn't. So, but yeah, there it goes. Yeah, to the out position there. And I need to look into the manuals, but this is part of it on here. And I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a spring to something here. I'll look in the manual, but yeah, I'm not sure on that. So I'll have to look into that. But yeah, this thing's sweet. Can't wait for winter next year. So, but you'll see that. Let's stop talking here and let's get this installed. That's a really good lift. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so I think you're supposed to have a chain and a chain on there, and I think go up. So yeah, I think it's supposed to be on constant pressure, whether it's up or down. So take it all the way up, get it as tight as you can, then bring it down. Go ahead, bring it down. So yeah, that's always under constant pressure. So I think that's how it's supposed to be. And then we got the pins in there. Lift it up. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to get the shaft lined up. So I think that just has to be adjusted. So we'll bring it in the garage. All right, you want to bring it in the garage? Dude, that's massive. All right, so I'm back at it with a voiceover, and I just want to quickly go over the current events of what happened. So we were just, this is stuff you can't find, and I was struggling to figure out how this T-box assembly engaged with the front PTO, and there's little to like no information on this, and so I'm gonna do all the hard work for you guys. So yeah, we figured out, well, I should say Corbin figured out that entire T-box, gearbox actually slides in and out. So it took us a little while, and you'll see in the time lapse we're trying to figure it out. We took it on and off, and yeah, Corbin realized like maybe that goes in and out. And then I did remember seeing something about that on the manuals, and we ended up figuring that out. And yeah, I'll show you live clips of us seeing that. But yeah, it was a learning curve. There's not a lot of information on here, and yeah, I refer to that little side piece that's near the drive shaft to the blower itself with all the chains and gears. We thought that initial bracket sticking out was to do with something with engaging it, but its main purpose is just to hold a shield over the drive shaft to keep your hands out of the way, and your foot to not get tangled in the drive shaft when that's spinning really fast. So yeah, good props on Corbin for noticing that whole assembly slides in and out, and it was a pretty ingenious kind of design. So because you cannot have that slid out in the engaged position to attach it to the tractor, it just won't work. So you do have to have it slid all the way towards the drum area, so you can actually attach it to the tractor, and then you can slide it out to engage with the front PTO. So pretty cool design, really, really cool design. I actually really like that, and way better than the Suburban style where you have a bunch of belts and the mule drive you stick in. So awesome, really cool design. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea, because there really is no videos showing this blower on YouTube here. So if you need a quick and dirty video to see how this works, here you go. So let's stop talking and show you these live updates. I wonder. This is, oh yeah, all right. I know, it works. Look at that.
I just want to see how fully lubed up. So.
Yeah, look at that. Slid right in. So did you see what I did there? Slid this, because this was way out there. You can see the rust, and then we hammered it in so it engages. Wow.
need to lower your skates a little though.
Oh, wait.
Because like the center hits, but everything else is like.
I got a brand new cutting edge. Yeah. Alright, so there it is. The 48-inch snowblower. I don't even know what to call it. Is it a Haven? What is this? Let me know down in the comments below. But that is how to install one of these if you get the rare chance to get a, I don't know, blower for your FF tractor. Here you go. This is how you install it. Again, me and Corbin learned every step of the way. We fought this thing. We fought this thing to get this on here. Kind of learning curve. Now, the last thing I need to do is a custom handle for this. You know, just getting this was hard enough. So to get the factory support that holds this on to your tractor, it actually is a weird mechanism that mounts to your mower deck hangers. It's really weird. It's really complicated. So what I'm gonna do is just make one of these just taller and probably comes out more. And we'll put it right on the other side and do that. So that'll be the next thing. Other than that, hopefully you like the video because I can't wait for when. I can't wait already. If we're just getting out of it, another snowstorm with this thing would be amazing. So anyway, that's it. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, make sure to hit that like button. As always, I will catch you in the next vlog.